What is up everybody, Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are currently on the test server, so we have tons of gems, tons of silver, how you guys can probably see on the screen. But don't worry, whatever happens here, stays here. Kind of the same situation with whatever happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. In this video, we're gonna talk about the Fusion Champion. We're gonna take him out for a spin and see what is the champion capable to do. But before we jump over into the main topic, guys, let's have a quick word from our sponsor. Thanks to Infinity Kingdom for sponsoring this video. Guys, if you wanna get involved and support the channel, you can download the game by using the links in the description down below. Infinity Kingdom is an impressive looking MMO strategy game, a kingdom builder that has some great free-to-play player elements to it that makes it simple and easy compared to any other similar game out there. Same with the layout, is very different from what we are used to see in this sort of genres. It's a great looking cartoonish game and its main feature is to summon and collect immortals, aka champions, which are famous figures from history or legends. The characters look great and I love that they added a goofy touch to them, like whenever you summon one they have like kind of their own intro, their own introduction, walk in to say like this, how you can see on the screen right here. You can get up to 40 Philosopher Stones for free by completing active events and summon your own immortals. And if summoning immortals is not enough for you, we get to add dragons to our teams to help us win the fights. And of course you can collect them all for free by completing missions and defeating bosses. All the dragons and all the immortals, they belong to 7 different magical elements. We have water, earth, fire, and they all have strengths and weaknesses against each other. By using the same element in your formation, you actually get to unlock additional buffs for your troops. You can collect the immortals for free as well by joining active events to get materials for the market. The game has PvE and PvP elements. You can team up with friends to join the city siege and fight for your kingdom. The 7 magical elements are enhancing the importance of troop formation with a lot of strategies and tactics. Join my kingdom and my alliance. The name of my alliance is Armada. You can apply to it and you can redeem promo code Skratch, all in lowercase, to get some in-game free loot to help you boost your progression. The game is available on iOS and Android and you can download it by using the links in the description down below. Coming back to Raid, and let's jump straight into the main topic. We have this fragment fusion going on at the moment. Versulf, HP based champion, Force Affinity from the Night Revenant faction. Actually the fusion is meant to start tomorrow, guys. I beg your pardon. It's not on just yet, only tomorrow. So I made a video a couple of days ago talking about the champion, how I don't think that is game changing because he's not so unique, right? We have different champions that have defense up and ally protection. So because of it, I don't find it as unique as a Brogni, as unique as a Rotos, as unique as a Tormin or other champions like Krela. Champions similar with that, right? But that doesn't mean that overall is a bad champion. And I kind of told you we gotta test the multipliers before to see what the champion is really capable to do. So I feel like Plarium kind of got us on this because it does feel like they gave this champion pretty good multipliers, man. Like, yeah, we have the leech, ally protection, defense up. Is great for clan boss. If you need this for clan boss, go for it. Is nothing wrong with it. If you only need it for provoke, for the Magma dragon, it's not gonna be wow because there are many epics that do that, right? If you need him for faction wars, on stage 21, he's not gonna be as great because his weak affinity against all those Valkyries is gonna be extremely hard for him to actually provoke them. And not just Valkyries, we have Martyrs in there, we have a lot of spirit champions. That doesn't mean that it's bad. When you get at the boss, this skill right here is not gonna be for the good for the boss because the boss steals the buffs, right? So that's the thing you might want to keep in mind. You might not want to use this skill on the faction, and you can actually do that now. You can have the leech and provoke as a CC. That can work pretty good because he's a tanky champion, but it's not the best option for faction wars, honestly. Doom Tower wise, yeah, you can use him in the Doom Tower. I still stand and I think is not wow game changing champion unless you need him for clan boss. If you do need him for clan boss, then yes, he will be game changing for your team because of defense up, ally protection and leech. So hear me out here. If you need him for clan boss, go for it. If you don't really need him for clan boss, he's not gonna do much for your account. He needs how many books? 4, 9, 11 books, so decent amount of books. Base stats are pretty good, right? 22,000 HP, 1.2k defense, 96 speed. Now, I'm gonna read the skills, then we're gonna check the build on him, and we're gonna try him on different builds, guys, and we're gonna see what he can do. We're gonna try him in Clan Boss, we're gonna try him in Doom Tower. Currently, I am trying to unlock the faction wars because somehow all the faction wars are open except the Night Revenant, so I can't go on it, but I'm trying to sort that out. His A1 attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn, also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 10% of their max HP, which is not bad overall, pretty good. It sounds like it could be great on the Scarab King. His A2 attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies under stun, freeze, fear, true fear, and provoke debuffs. Each hit has a 100% chance fully booked of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. A3 places a 60% increased defense buff and an ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. So he will land defense up on himself, of course, but the ally protection is only for the rest of the team. This is on a 5-turn cooldown. This is on a 4-turn cooldown with a 75% chance to place leech if he's not booked. Right? So if you don't have the books for the champion, honestly, he won't do much for you except the provoke from the passive and A1. This is 75% chance. It's not necessarily reliable enough as a leech, to sustain your team in Clan Boss, right? With the heal, because you might drop that leech. And this is a very long cooldown if you don't have him booked, right? But if you do have the books for him, yeah, that's awesome. And his aura increases ally HP in all battles by 33%. So this is the champion, guys. We're gonna jump over and have a look at the build we have at the moment. Now, the reason I went straight to the index is because we're gonna try different builds, right? At the moment, yeah, this build might intimidate you, but I really want to see what sort of damage potential he has. The best way for me to find out and to be able to recommend you and tell you with confidence that the champion hits hard, it doesn't hit hard, is by kind of balancing the stats with all the rest of the champions I tested in the past. So like that I am able to confirm, yes guys, is good to go the champion, he deals damage, or no guys, the champion doesn't deal damage compared to other champions that I tried on similar builds. So we have him built on a Savage and a Speed set. He has crazy stats at the moment, but don't worry, we're gonna try him towards the end of the video on more budget stats without having a Savage set. This is literally just to see if the champion can actually clap cheeks or not. So Savage set and Speed set, total stats we have 85,000 HP, 1.7k attack, 2.2k defense, 221 speed, full crit rate, 264 crit damage, a bit of resistance and accuracy. We literally just want to see the numbers in damage first. Then we're gonna change the builds, try him in Clan Boss, try him in a Doom Tower, on a more regular build, guys, where we can actually see what he can perform for everyone. He's fully booked. How I kind of mentioned, if you don't have him fully booked, he's not gonna be a big deal, except the A1 and the passive, which we have many other epics to do that. So first, let me just show you quick what we have here. This is the weapon. We kind of focused on him, the crit rate, a lot of HP, crit damage, and then we kind of went for speed. So that's kind of in terms of what sort of stats we look to get on him on the damage build. That's the helmet right here, the shield, crit damage gauntlet. Of course, we have crit rate, speed, HP percentage. That's what I looked for rather than have attack percentage or defense percentage, because he's a HP based champion. Usually when I'm building champions for damage, I'm looking for them to have, if their damage is based on attack, I'm looking to have attack percentage on the gloves as well, on the boots, on the weapon, on the helmet. If it's HP based, I'm looking to have HP percentage or flat all around every single piece that doesn't have it as a main. HP chest piece, speed boots, HP percentage, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, HP ring, crit damage amulet, and we have a HP banner. Masteries, I have offense and support tree. Tier 6 we have Helm Smasher. On the masteries, I definitely went with Cycle of Violence over Bring It Down, because most probably I won't be finding many champions that have higher HP than my own, right? So that's the reason why I went with a build on him like that. And here, I went with Lasting Gifts. You could give him Master Hexer for the Leech. You could give him Evil Eye. If you don't have him booked, yeah, Sniper might be a better choice for that. And you might want to still keep Lasting Gifts and Cycle of Magic, right? To have all that. And depends what sort of build you're getting on him. If you want to go on the offense, you could get the Shield Bearer as well for a slightly higher shield from his A1, which is not really going to be making a huge difference overall. So these are the masteries and build for damage. We're going to try different masteries and build later on. First, let's jump over in this dungeon. In Dragon, for example, let's go straight to stage 23, Void Affinity. They are pretty tanky. I'm not going to use Chris the first go, so we're going to go just with him and Venus. The good thing about HP based champions, defense down or attack down is not gonna affect the damage they deal, right? So for Arena is great because their damage doesn't get affected. So we're gonna use the A2. We're gonna see what sort of damage he's gonna use, and we're gonna have a look at the animations as well. So let's see the first animation. That's pretty cool, right? Animation is like he's sending a full ghost, a full army of ghosts, you know. I kind of like that idea. The numbers were pretty good, not wow, out of the ordinary. We kind of knocked down like 50% of the HP, so it's not bad. The A1, 63,000, we'll end the Provoke, we'll end the Leech on all the champions. We can go back and come another time and have a better look at the numbers, because I kind of focused on the animation on the A2. The A3 animation is similar on all the champions, land defense up and ally protection, so you won't be seeing nothing wow there. But I like the animation on the A2. I think it's really cool. And from what I remember and I recall is a new animation, right? There we go. Again, I haven't looked at the numbers, but probably you guys saw them on the screen. I kind of got stuck on that animation. I know Elegaius kind of sends this animation the same at the beginning, but I don't think he sends an army of goats. Ghosts, not goats. So I kind of like that. Imagine him sending an army of goats. But now let's have a look if we're using another champion. So if we make him dependable of a champion that lands a stun, lands a provoke, a true fear, or any sort of debuff that can make him hit twice, right? His A2 hits twice as long as somebody provokes the whole enemy team or stuns the whole enemy team. Let's see the AI actually, I haven't checked that. So he's using the A2. 69,000, 85, 89, 60,000, 77. So the damage this time around is much better with double hit. That is actually a pretty solid damage overall, man. I do feel like, yeah, that's a good damage. Definitely a good damage. So I feel like Plarium got us on here. They said, well, these guys, they probably won't be that impressed with the champion overall because we do have similar champions in the game. He's not as unique. But you know what? Let's make him do some damage so the people, they will feel like, yeah, they gotta get the champion, you know? So I feel like maybe I underestimated a bit the champion in the first conversation. In the first video, we talked about the champion. He deals damage. How I said, the rest of the things I still stand for. He's not as unique. But HP-based champions, there are not many that hit hard. Like his same is Sir Nicholas. So seeing this is probably, and I kind of stand for the hardest hitting HP-based champion in the game, AoE, right? He's not gonna beat Mountain King. But let's just bring in Sir Nicholas, for example. He's a bit faster, so we can actually see a bit the comparison of in damage here. The build on Sir Nicholas is nothing similar with his. He's not on Savage. I will show you the build after just so you guys can get an idea of numbers. So let's see, Sir Nicholas, what sort of damage he's gonna do. 74, 53k, he has War Master, he doesn't have Helm Smasher. So on a single hit, I still think like Sir Nicholas having the build he will have will be much better. So he will hit harder. But because he has the double hit in his kit, right? If we provoke or stuff like that, I feel like overall he will be much better in terms of damage. Like look at that, 180,000 damage from the 2 hits. That is very solid indeed. So this is the test server, guys. Don't worry that we wasted all those fights. Let me show you Sir Nick for a quick comparison. So 2 immortal sets, 1 speed set, and these are the total stats. So he has like 10k less HP, no savage gear, and he has like 40 less crit damage. And in masteries, we do have Helm Smasher actually, my bad. So we don't have the savage set and we don't have so much HP and crit damage. But overall, I feel like he has slightly higher multipliers than the Fusion champion. but the Fusion Champion has the double hit if set up in the right team. Let's see what he's capable to do in Arena. Is he capable to one-shot teams in here, or he's just gonna be like, not really going for that one shot? First, I will try to actually go with a provoke on one of the champions because of that Seeker. He's gonna bring up that defense up, so we do want to have the double hit just to kind of have a better chance at actually wrecking the enemy team, you know? If not, I feel like we're gonna be doomed in here. So hopefully we're gonna land that provoke on everybody. And we managed to do it. So now we're gonna have a double hit from him. So let's have a look at this. No matter who we're hitting first, you know, it's still gonna be the same thing. That defense up is gonna proc. There we go. We killed one, and the second hit killed the rest except him. Seems like he had reaction accessories. And he's still alive. Moving like a crazy dude in here. Okay, so as long as we run him with a champion that CCs before him. Umbral Enchantress, Krisk, Kaimar, champions that debuff, right? He can hit twice and deal good damage. Will that make him a good champion for the current meta? Like, is he gonna be great against the Swift parry, etc.? Probably not. I don't really think it will be good against that, you know? So let's give it another go here, for example. I'm gonna actually bring in Sifi just to give immunity to all of my champions. And let's see how it's gonna play out. I was gonna say my champions are not too fast, but hopefully they are fast enough, you know. Provoke, please, on everybody. I thought that Duchess will resist. Either way, he's not great for Duchess, against Duchesses, because he's weak affinity, but let's give it a go and see what happens. 31,000 on Duchess. We managed to kill the rest of the team except Duchess, which is fine. We can slowly come back to it. Having that A3 is great as well, you know. I feel like if you would have a nice passive to be helpful for a Go second team, he would be great for Arena. Like this, I really feel he won't be good for Arena. I really think he won't be that great. So we can move over from this team because it's gonna take us a while to stay here. I don't want to keep all this video too long here, but you've seen kind of like what sort of damage he threw out there. I do want to try him on a different team. Let's see what do we have here. Maybe a team like this would be nice, and just a single hit. Let's not have the double hit, right? So let's see what he can do. And because of it, I'm actually gonna bring in Yoshi. Let's actually, we don't really need Yoshi. We just need a speed lead. So let's bring Kaimar, and like that we have a reset as well, you know. That might help us a bit. So let's give it a go. Okay. So he's protecting him, which is fine. And we landed that sleep on everybody. I'm curious if he's gonna take a turn before he is. Okay, so let's see. Let's see that damage, guys. One hit, 36,000. Okay, so how you guys notice the damage overall? We haven't actually managed to one-shot anyone. I don't find it that wowcher, you know? I really don't find it like wow. Maybe some of you guys might think that the damage is insane, is like out of the ordinary. I really don't feel like that the damage really is out of the ordinary, you know? So let's give it another go. Maybe we can one-shot somebody now. Okay, so we one-shot it. Everyone except Duchess. We got a weak hit on Duchess. That's why he's not really good against this sort of teams. Too many Duchesses in Arena, guys. Of course, lower tiers, there are still too many Duchesses, right? Because everywhere, everybody has great champions nowadays. Let's try out another team. So we're going to test him against this team right here. We have two Coronars. We have Binaya and Sifi. Let's see, what is he capable to do? Is he actually capable to one-shot him? Or one-shot any of them without having a double hit, right? We're gonna go in like this. We don't need her. We can actually go with Sifi here. Let's pray for the best, guys. Let's see what exactly is gonna happen. Oh, his Sifi is faster than mine, actually. Okay, okay. Get that. Okay, okay. Let me do that to you. What exactly is gonna happen? We one-shotted one of them. The other one got pretty low, but Daminaya is still standing. That's if he's still standing. So honestly, I don't find him good as a good nuker for Arena in this format. Unless you are not bringing a different champion that provokes stuns or anything like that, he's not gonna be a good damage dealer. And let me tell you one thing, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to be able to fit another champion in the team unless you have like crazy gear and you can speed tune your whole team, right? So that's one thing you might want to keep in mind, okay? I don't think he's a great Arena nuker on its own, only by being dependable over different CC champion. Let's jump over, change the build and go into the PvE. We are back at it. We gave him a stalwart set and a speed set. We're gonna change his masteries as well. Total stats that we have on him at the moment is almost 70,000 HP, 69k, 3.3k defense, 198 speed, full crit rate, 248 crit damage, 249 accuracy. Now, why did I give him 3.3k defense and didn't just went up to 70, 80,000 HP? Well, he has ally protection. We do want to try him on clan boss as well. And because of that ally protection, if he's going to be just full on HP, whenever the rest of the team is going to take damage, he's instantly gonna die. So you want to focus HP, defense, speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, depending on where exactly you are planning to use the champion. Why I didn't went, for example, on regeneration or anything like that? Well, we have Leech on his kit, right? So that should provide us enough self-heal with the AoE damage we deal with the A1. So hopefully that's going to be more than enough to actually help to sustain the team and sustain himself when we're talking about the clan boss, we're talking about Doom Tower. Let's change his masteries quick. So we're going to reset this. I'm first going to start from support. And the reason I'm going to go in the way I'm going to go right now, I'm going to explain you as well. I do want to have slightly bigger shield on him. I do want to get that accuracy up as well. I do want to get more accuracy. And this is not really going to make a huge difference, but I'm going to explain you why I'm going this way. So I'm going down this way to get to lasting gifts and avoid Cycle of Magic. If I am running Cycle of Magic when he's fully booked, and even if he's not fully booked and I'm trying to speed tune the team for clan boss, Cycle of Magic is gonna mess it up. And here I'm gonna go on Evil Eye, get a bit of a decreased meter from the A1, and I'm gonna go on Master Hexer to have a chance to extend the Leech once we're landing that, okay? So that's the support 3 masteries that I would personally go with. I want to avoid Thermeter situations from here if I want to use him for clan boss. Then Deadly Precision works just fine. We're going to go on Keen Strike. We're going to go on Life Drinker, get a bit of extra heal from here just in case for clan boss. We're going to go on Bring It Down. Is not really going to make a huge difference, only for PvE. So we're definitely going to take that up. Methodical. And as tier 6, we're going to get War Master, right? Because we want to see the damage for the rest of the content rather than just Arena. We've seen he's not really a great nuker for Arena, guys, honestly. Stalwart, I feel like it's a good set for him because of the ally protection, will actually help to get a bit of a damage reduction in there. Here is the weapon, guys. How I said I focus to have HP, crit rate, crit damage, defense, speed, accuracy. So that's kind of like the main stats, sub-stats I looked to get on the champion when I built him. This is the weapon. I haven't glyphed everything because I don't want to take it to the next level. If I would glyph everything, I could probably add 10,000 more HP almost on him. More accuracy. I don't need to have more speed. I don't want to have more defense. I kind of want to keep him the way he is right now. You see, this is not glyphed either. Not to its max potential. Same with the gauntlet. I gave him crit damage gauntlet. So this is a triple roll on defense, speed, crit rate. Is a pretty awesome gauntlet actually. HP chest piece. I haven't glyphed this either. I kept the same boots. I haven't changed them. I could give him more accuracy from there, but I feel like 250 should be more than enough. That's the ring. Kept the same amulet, and we gave him an accuracy banner. But that's the build on him. Let's start testing him around. How I specified before, unfortunately, I'm not able to test him on the faction crypts because it's closed. Like, look at all these faction crypts being open. We are on the test server, right? So I actually asked them to open the crypt for me, but they're not able to do it at the moment. So unfortunately, I cannot run a faction war crypt for you guys. Same with the Doom Tower. everything is being locked, so I had 10 keys, I managed to get to floor 10. It's not gonna be anything crazy here, but let's give it a go like this. On the build I have him, he's not gonna be able to solo the boss here. On a regen set with good stats, he should be able to solo the boss, but I feel like he's not gonna do it on the high stages because the damage is just gonna be so hard, and if he's gonna miss one provoke, it's just gonna fail, and it's gonna unleash the chain of a failure, right? Because once you don't have the provoke on the boss, everything is changing like crazy. So he just needs to be reliable enough to land provoke on the boss. If I'm doing without Sile, guys, if I'm going without Sile of the Drakes here, he's just gonna die, right? So I need her to have a bit of extra heals in here, extra support for him. Leech is just not enough for these bosses, so it's not enough to actually get him to full heal, you know. So you see, he's not landing that provoke, so even enough, even alone, he's not gonna be enough on the latest stages of hard mode Doom Tower as a provoke champion. You will need at least another one next to him, just to kind of bounce in between the provoke, because his passive 20% chance, 50 on the A1. Yeah, if I would use him only and only for Magma Dragon, tier 6 mastery will be 5% extra chance to land provoke from a defense tree instead of offense or support, either one of them, you know. But because I want to try him on clan boss, etc., I don't have that 5% extra chance, but even that is only 5% extra chance, you know. So yeah, he's decent, but many epic champions can do this job here, don't get me wrong. I don't find him like amazing for this job when there's so many different epic champions that can land provoke from the A1. But let's jump over into the clan boss. So this is the team that we're gonna try him into. I haven't went out of the way to create something insane just to test him out, to see the damage he deals and how much he actually helps the team. It's been over 1 year since I created the first team that ran on double ally protection. That was the very first non-unkillable team in the world to actually 1-key Ultra Nightmare clan boss. Of course, since then a lot of guys came out with different tools to help us improve our clan boss teams, but at that time double ally protection kind of blew everyone's mind because it was such a big thing, right? So yeah, now it's pretty easy to achieve for a lot of people that have good champions, good teams, and just all the tools, they actually help a lot. I feel like a lot of you guys guess Skull Crusher and they're like, wow, he's gonna double my damage. If Skull Crusher is not used right, with the right champions, he's just gonna cripple your team, right? That counter attack is not everything. I really feel, and I'm gonna say it, I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate me, but counter attack is a bit overhyped, you know, especially now that we can create so many different clan boss teams. Skull Crusher, if he doesn't have another champion to protect him with ally protection, he's gonna die so quick that he's just gonna cripple your team, right? So we have Skull Crusher and him for double ally protection, defense up, counter attack, leech. We have Badr Khazar for cleans, poisons, a bit of extra heal and a bit of extra damage from his passive. Resin for damage, defense down and weaken, Tyrell for attack down and defense aura. So let's take them in for a spin. I do have to say a couple of things. The AI is pretty wonky on some of them. If we're running them like this, it's just not gonna run good as a team. I can actually use this. Maybe I'm gonna make Resin to use the right skill. I'm gonna use Leech right here. So he's not using his A2 on auto at all, man. I don't know why he's just not using it. Counter attack with Skull Crusher. We don't have defense up on him for the first AoE, which is fine because we're protected by Unkillable. We have continuous heal and we have Leech as well. So that, as soon as he's gonna take a turn, should bring him back to full HP. Be ready to soak damage in for the second AoE when we're gonna have defense up and ally protection from the other champion. So like that Skull Crusher is gonna get protected and stay alive longer. So I feel like we should be ready to go on auto from here on. Okay. And hopefully the stun is gonna go on Tyrell. That's kind of like I'm planning. It might get a bit messed up and not go on the right champion, but this is just a test. It's not like a setup for a specific team, you know. Okay, so Tyrell is taking the damage. We get the cleans in. So how you guys can see, he's not gonna use his A2 here. Even though he's fully booked, he has good masteries, he's not using the leech. So we gotta go on the team presets and actually set that up. Because it feels pretty bad that he's not actually using the leech at all, you know? That's very important, and I really feel like I want to rely on that leech, you know? I could take down from Tyrell's the A2, so we don't let defense down from there. It doesn't really matter, we can just go with the A1. But yeah, if you just want to run him like this, unfortunately, he's not running the right thing. I'm not going to go till the end to actually set the AI to make him use the A2. 43k hit from the A1. Damage based on HP, so defense up is not really going to increase his damage. We didn't have the defense down or weakened, so I'm waiting for that to actually come in play. And then we can have a look at the numbers, because now we just talked about the AI, how the team kind of works. You see, Skull Crusher now is well protected, so he's not soaking up so much damage. If you wouldn't protect him, honestly, by turn 15, he's gonna be dead, you know. I think that was a 88k damage there, right? Okay, so the stun works perfectly. It goes on Tyrell, which is awesome. He has defense up, he has ally protection, so like that, he actually gets to stay strong and survive without a problem up to and past turn 50. All the hits from the clan boss, you know. Okay. Doing his job there. Right, let's see some numbers from his A1. 32,000 with no defense up or weaken. With weaken, I think he's under 100k, so it doesn't feel like he hits super hard, you know. Okay, Skull Crusher took the stun here. Seems like it got tempted, that HP being a bit lower on him, because we don't have Leech, right? Leech doesn't get put on, man. Feels so bad, actually, that he's just not doing it. So I want to actually use his A2 and see what damage we get. Just average, so let's see. 77k with defense down and weakened, so he doesn't hit that hard on clan boss either, right? I don't feel like that number is mind-blowing for clan boss with the stats we have. 70,000 HP, 250 crit damage, right? Full crit rate. It should be more damage from a champion that hits hard, you know? So I kind of messed up a bit. The rotation is fine, I'm gonna let it end here. But just as an idea, yeah, damage-wise is not insane for clan boss. It did feel like his A2, it hits hard, but only if you have a different CC champion to go in front and make him get the double hit. If no, I still kind of stand with the champion in the same way. Decent. If you make the team presets for him to use Leech, then he's gonna be a very reliable champion for clan boss, for Leech, defense up and ally protection. And how I said, you can run him. Double ally protection will be a nice team to help you boost your damage on clan boss if you have issues there. So if that's the main reason that you're looking to fuse the champion clan boss, then yeah, thumbs up. You can do it with a team preset. He's gonna be a good champion, but don't expect huge numbers in terms of damage from him. That was all for this video, guys. Do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the champion? Unfortunately, I haven't been able to test him on faction wars to show you that he's not that solid there either as a CC champion, because he's single target provoke, but he's decent, right? Better than not having anything at all. So if you really need him for faction wars as well, consider in getting the fusion done. I'm still gonna go for it because I have the opportunity to get him without getting out of my way. Fragment fusions are a bit easier, so up to you what exactly you're gonna do, guys. But that was my review on the champion. Do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the champion? Are you gonna go and try to fuse the champion? Of course, if you have the resources, I always suggest you go and get the fusion. Better to have the champion than not have it at all. Honestly, my opinion is not, I don't feel like I'm mind blown by this champion. Yeah, he's decent, but he's nothing too special compared to other champions that they're in the game. If you want to support the channel, guys, don't forget to download Infinity Kingdom. You can use the links in the description down below. Use promo code Skratch and join my kingdom and my alliance. The name of the alliance is Armada. Feel free to apply for it. That was all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.